Have you ever been lying in bed at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling, while your brain plays a movie of an awkward conversation you had 5 years ago? Or maybe you just finished an argument, and 10 minutes later you are pacing around your room, whispering the perfect comeback that you didn't think of in the moment. You aren't crazy. You aren't obsessive. And you certainly aren't alone. In psychology, this is called rumination, but that is just the surface label. If you are someone who constantly hits the replay button on your social interactions, your mind is operating on a different frequency than most. You are analyzing, simulating, and protecting yourself. Here is the psychology behind why you can't let those conversations go. 1. The Zeigarnik effect. The open loop. In the 1920s, psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik discovered that the human brain remembers unfinished tasks much better than finished ones. For you, a conversation often feels unfinished. Maybe you felt misunderstood. Maybe you didn't explain your side clearly. Maybe the other person walked away looking confused. Your brain treats this social interaction like an open file on a computer that it refuses to close. You are replaying the scene not to torture yourself, but because your brain is desperately trying to find closure so it can finally rest. 2. You engage in counterfactual thinking. This is the scientific term for the what-if game. You replay the scene, but you edit the script. If I had said this, they would have smiled. If I hadn't made that joke, it wouldn't be awkward. While this feels stressful, evolutionary psychology suggests this is actually a survival mechanism. Your brain is using the past as a simulator to train you for the future. You are essentially running drills so that next time you won't make the same mistake. It is a sign of a brain that is obsessed with self-improvement and social survival. 3. High levels of self-monitoring. People who replay conversations tend to score very high in a personality trait called self-monitoring. This means you are hyper-aware of how you present yourself to the world. You don't just talk, you perform. You are constantly scanning for social cues, a raised eyebrow, a shift in tone, a glance at the clock. When you replay a conversation, you are analyzing that data. You are asking, did I annoy them? Did I talk too much? Do they still like me? It is a burden, yes, but it is also a sign of high emotional intelligence. You care deeply about social harmony. 4. The illusion of control. Anxiety hates uncertainty. When a conversation goes wrong, or even just slightly weird, it creates a feeling of helplessness. Replaying the event, by analyzing every word and gesture, your brain tricks you into feeling like you are fixing the problem. It is a defense mechanism. If you can understand exactly why it went wrong, you feel safe again. You are trying to intellectualize your emotions so you don't have to feel the sting of rejection. 5. You are a deep processor. In a world of small talk and surface-level interactions. You crave depth. If you are replaying conversations, it is often because you are looking for meaning that others might have missed. You aren't just hearing words, you are decoding intentions. This trait is common in highly sensitive persons, HSPs. Your nervous system processes stimuli more deeply than the average person. A casual comment that someone else forgets in 10 seconds might stick with you for 10 days, because you are extracting every ounce of information from it. So what should you take away from this? Replaying conversations is exhausting, but it reveals something beautiful about you. It shows that you care. You care about how you treat people. You care about being understood. You care about connection. But remember, you cannot edit a movie that has already been released. The conversation is over. The moment is gone. And chances are the other person isn't thinking about it at all, because they are too busy replaying their own awkward moments. Next time you catch yourself hitting the replay button, take a deep breath and say to yourself, I did the best I could with the awareness I had. If you are a chronic overthinker who wins every argument in the shower, let us know in the comments. And be sure to subscribe for more insights into the hidden workings of your mind. We'll see you in the next video.